So KY.
It's either this is KYTV or we need some KV jelly around here.
Been made to feel so welcome here. I want to at least pay back some of the faith that's been shown on me.
And watch out for that road trip.
The reason cited for pulling back the permission was that Malabar is a crime's hotspot area. In my view, the whole of Trinidad is a hotspot area.
I say, well, learn to drive on a bike and car.
We're lining here with the original Mad Cow. How are you going, Mad Cow?
Oh, idea, man.
Eric, KVTV, we are down at the Wallerfield track. The last time it was racing here was a good few years ago. So there's an event on in August the 23rd, hosted by TTASA. So we're here with Jameer and Rawlins from TTASA. So they're going to tell us a little bit about, one, the new track, because as I say, there hasn't been any racing here for a long time. So they're going to tell us about the track and the event coming up in August. Hi gentlemen, how you doing?
Pretty good. Pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, pretty exciting to be down here after, like, it's years since we've had any racing here.
Actually, I think it's about 8 years.
Right. Yeah. And what was the last event they had here?
We had the Caribbean Championship, which was one of the last events that we had over here, and we are starting back the racing with another Caribbean Championship.
And the date of that is the 23rd?
23rd and 24th of August.
Yeah. Okay. Now, I've had a few people, I've seen a few people moan on Facebook about how the day is clashing with the Great Race. But the thing about the Great Race is very early in the morning. And this isn't going to be at the same time as that. If anything, it's going to be more late morning, afternoon start, yeah?
That's correct.
Actually, this event will be, we will have activities here from Thursday morning, because the foreign cars will be here and they will be practicing, and we'll have a full weekend of racing. What you'll find happening also is that Great Race is just 2 hours. It's Saturday morning.
Yeah.
So while you go and look at it, and you can't look at the whole Great Race. You just, you know,
so you can go for the Great Race in the morning, and then if you want a full day of sport, you can come down to Wallerfield afterwards. I see. Is this an old part of the track that we're...
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Right. I've never actually been to, this is my first time in Wallerfield. Heard so many stories about it.
Wallerfield also was one of the tracks and that all the Caribbean islands would come to and really see who has the real metal, you know. And on the 24th, as I said, this would be the action day. The 24th is the 23rd. You have, you know, all the things happening,
qualifying and
cars, qualifying or whatever it is. So it wouldn't clash at all. On the 24th actually is a real race day, and you know, from 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock things start, and then the whole day right down to 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon. We have lots of action and coming on.
So what part of the track are we at now, would you say? And where is the actual stadium going to be? Where is the entrance going to be?
The entrance for spectators will be on Komoto Road. We have an entrance that we'll create just for spectators. And then at the top of Komoto Road, which would be on the northern side, we'll have the competitor entrance and the VIP entrance.
Right now we're entering the bottom corner. We call this the bottom corner. This is actually a very, very challenging piece of driving here, coming through this little piece of chicane here and entering the bottom corner. This is where a lot of action takes place. A lot of people get past. A lot of people get, you know, spinned out and stuff like that. And then we have the guys with the serious belly, you know, take it on the bottom corner, you know. That's very important.
So where was the old pavilion?
A pavilion in the sense of where would the
spectators be? Yeah.
Spectators are going to be all the perimeter, on the perimeter of that side, which is the straightaway. Right. We made some changes because of the track situation. So now the pit is more on that side, and the track is more on the inside. So that is a lot of, you know, a great change that was made actually to accommodate a lot more people and a lot more spectating.
The track is, to me anyway, like when we look at the aerial footage, the track's quite huge. Yeah. So what sort of speeds do you think they'll be getting up to on this track?
I think we could get up, the Group 4 cars could get up to about
140, 160.
160,
yeah.
Yeah?
This is the most challenging corner. This is the bottom corner.
We call this the bottom corner.
All right.
When you get out of this corner and you find the apex of the corner, and we're turning with the vehicle right now, you're going to see what's going to be happening. You watch as far as you can see, yes, and that's going to be a straightaway where you mash that gas right down. This is where You have sometimes coming around this corner, 15 cars trying to come around this corner at the same time, and maybe 5 or 6 will come out of there in the head and heading for that top corner. This is where it happens.
Because that's the beauty about a track like this. We can actually do multiple cars on the same track now. You know, it's something that I mean, the last time I saw anything like that was really the AGP you had earlier this year.
Yeah, and that was just about 4 or 5 cars in one race. This is you're seeing at least 20 cars on the start line, 20 cars rushing to come through this corner. You know, and it's really the driver and machine will come out first.
You'll see cars about 2 inches apart, not even touching each other. 2 inches apart, moving together, same tandem, same cornering, and not even touching each other. That's the nice thing about it.
So how many classes do you think there'll be?
We have about 6 different classes. We have Group 1, which will encourage the younger drivers to get in that is a more affordable group. You have Group 2, which is a modified production. Right. You have Group 3, and you have Group 4. Group 4 is where the real deal is. Right. Right.
So if someone, say, watching this wanted to enter, what would they have to do?
Well, first you have to become a member. You have to go through driving school, and we have to put you through the test before you.
What do you mean driving school?
We have a driving school at
TTASA driving school.
TTASA driving school before you could take part in an event like this.
Pretty much you're a novice then. Right. If you have past experience, then we want to test you and see what sort of experience you have in handling the car, depending on the speed of the car. If it's a stock car, it's different from middle class, and it's different from a Group 4 car. So we want to see what you have, and if you need some coaching, we have instructors. We'll take you along, both theoretical and both practical on the tracks. So give you a little more, idea of what's happening on there.
And how much does this school cost?
It's free. Okay. We do have a charge. Once you're a member,
and how much is membership?
Membership is 600 TT.
For the year?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you pay for your races when you want to do, and then you pay for your...
So where did the lessons for the school take place?
Right on the track.
Right on the track, yeah. And then we do
Used to, but we have not had a place to do that for a long time. So we have a lot of people who are just saying, where do we go? What do we do? We have to pack up our cars and head to Barbados. We have to pack up our cars and head to Guyana. And hopefully now, this is going to be a big thing for us.
Okay, so we've got the event coming up in August. What's going to happen after that? I mean, are there events planned for the rest of the year here?
We haven't planned any event for the rest of the year. We are concentrating on August 24th as our main event right now. And at the end of August event, we will now sit down around the table and discuss what's happening for the future.
So is this ministry approved? Which ministry gave the okay to use back because I understand it's part of the E-Tech Park?
Yeah, right. Sure, yeah. All right. It was a combination of a lot of ministries. Right. Yeah, not one particular ministry.
Okay.
All right.
Well, it's nice. It's real nice to see things happening down here. It really is nice to see.
On the area to your left there, we are going to create the area for seating. We'll put a stand over there
going to be happening,
to accommodate at least about 1,500 people in that area. And to your left-hand side, well, my left-hand side, that whole area will be manicured, where we will have standing patrons where they could walk with the cooler, they could walk with the fold-up chair, and really enjoy a day's event.
This has always been an event where people will come with their families. Come in one of your trucks like this. You have your coolers, you have your kids. You bring out your barbecue pit. You do whatever it is on the outskirts out there. Inside, of course, we'll have the people who are the motor racers and the cars itself. Top corner, you have some activity happening. Bottom corner, you have, so every part of the track, you will have a good number of people to take place. And on that far right, on my right, there you'll have car park. So we have car park space. That's one of the major things in any event that you do. We have car parks.
Well, there's a lot of land here, so I don't really see parking being an issue there.
This is one of the only tracks in the Caribbean that you could actually see the whole circuit from whichever corner you are. Right. When you go to Barbados, you are now blocked off, so you can't see the whole track. And even in foreign countries, you only see a part of the track. But you can sit anywhere or stand anywhere on the circuit and you will be able to see the whole track.
Originally, did they used to do drag racing here?
Yes, this was used to be the original drag strip.
From that end right now?
Well, the strip actually where there's a road now, so we have now using that road to be our pit. Okay, our pit for vehicles, race cars, and we have turned the old pit where we used to store the vehicles, the race cars, is now the street. So we have looked at it and drag racing can take place over here. The surface is perfect.
Well, this is really fantastic, and as I say, like I'm definitely looking forward to the event in August, and I hope that you guys can come together and make this the home of racing again, you know, because as you know, I mean, I don't need to tell you, I don't even need to tell the viewers this. Trinidad needs it. Right. Trinidad wants it. You know, look what's happening in Barbados. I mean, the amount they make from tourism. That's right. Yeah. So, like, hopefully, fingers crossed, it can happen again.
Definitely.
We have a very vibrant car industry in this country also. Many car industries. So you have Toyota, you have the Mazda, you have everybody. You know, these are people who will. Once there is something that they can do with a club like us, we'll get a lot of more sponsorships also. So we gotta have a home. From that home, there's a lot of spin-offs, not only in racing, but in mechanical training, in industry, in tires, in everything. So that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
And this event, I mean, is very affordable. It's $100 per person, kids free. I mean, we have to cater for the future of motorsport in this country, and we think kids, once they come and they view this race, they will be the future Lewis Hamilton of this country. So, you know, we have make it very affordable for everyone. VIP, we have a VIP area, which is $1,000 a ticket, which is all inclusive.
All inclusive of?
Drinks, food, it's a full day. You get from drinks to dessert, full works.
Okay. We must give kudos to the president, Robert Amar, who was taking this bull by the horn and said it's going to happen on the 24th. And, you know, I mean, that's my brother, and when he says that he's going to do something, he gets it done.
That's right.
So he has been working night and day. He has been, you know, on his radio station. He has been talking to people, ministers, businessmen. And this is going to happen on the 24th. And people will see in such a short space of time, we will be able to put on, technically build back a track from ground up and have an event that you're going to have a mass of people on this event happening. So kudos to Robert Amar.
And I would endorse that also, because Robert have been here, I mean, from 8 o'clock in the morning till late in the night for the past month. If you had come here a month ago, you would have said, hey, this can't happen. Them fellas live in a dream. Yeah. But I think we are accomplishing this dream, and within the next few weeks, we would have cars testing here.
Because I heard, I mean, I did, as I say, first time down here, but I heard that previously they had tractors dig up parts of the track, which made it totally, we wouldn't have been able to drive around like how we just did.
As I say, if you had come here a month ago, it was really in a bad condition. We had mountains of rubble just covering. You wasn't even seeing anything like what you seen here. It was just totally, we had trucks and tractors and stuff working every single day for the last month to get this at this stage.
What about things like any of the mainstream TV going to be covering the event?
Well, we have been talking to a couple of the TV stations and stuff like that, and we are hoping to get some answers by next week. Okay. We will be doing a media launch very shortly, and from that we will know who on board. What we are appealing for is we need some corporate sponsors. You know, we love, you know, people to come in. We have a lot of spaces for advertising and you know, concessions and
food, you know, beverage and stuff like that.
Yeah, we want people to get involved. We want them to come in and let's make this thing happen, because Trinidad is back with motor racing, and we want to be the godfather of the Caribbean for motorsport once more.
Well, you hear that, folks. Very exciting times in Trinidad and Tobago motor racing. Again, you know, they're back. So the date to look forward to is the 23rd and the 24th of August, and even the from the Thursday.
From the Thursday, activities will be happening.
So around the 21st is stuff going to be going on down here. Right, so a date for your diaries. Look out for it. It's back down at Wallerfield.